Hi, it's Dawn from Hudson Vintage, and today we are talking about belts, specifically vintage belts, how to spot them and how to wear them. In the teaser for Instagram, I showed a video of me finding a couple belts, so I'll show those first. I just found this like 2 days ago. I love the color. See, if I show it, if I put it up front, you can't really, it's more there. That's actually more the actual color. And I thought this would be fun to play with and work in. This still has the tag on it. This is really cheaply made, but I thought the color was cool, and it's kind of safari, and you know, we're gonna try and work the vintage belt collection into the trends so that you have, when you do that, that is the mark of personal style. If you take something that you have forever, that is like a signature piece or a statement piece, and you can work it in with new trends, with your old, you know, with the stuff that you've collected, not really your old things, but it's with your collection of things, then that's how you develop style. This was on Instagram. This, I don't even have to say anything. Look at this. It's violet. Oh, you know what? I need to lower the camera. Hold on. Okay, we're back. And before I talk about this, I realized that I wanted to say something about the belt that I'm wearing. This is just, you know, the typical, you know, white shirt, oversized white shirt. And the belt is what makes it. This is sterling silver, and it was originally a hat ornament, and it's from about 1880. Look at it. Right, it's a buckle, and then that does that. And this strap is just an old Donna Karan. It came with a Donna Karan buckle, and I used the buckle actually for scarves, for tying scarves into belts. It's ideal. So originally a hat ornament, now, you know, it's almost as big as a belt bag. Came from the first luxury store in the United States. It's originally from Massachusetts. Let's see. Okay. Oh, just basics, the obies. Everybody needs an obie. I have a collection because I believe in the power of the obie. They are powerful. There is black leather, and if you want anything, if you just buy one thing from watching this, buy a black leather obie belt. There it is. Silver and brown. The brown, what makes this special is this came from my friend John's shop. This is, he's a designer for artists and Revolutionaries in Hudson, and he made this out of recycled bomber jackets. And you know, it's just extremely cool, that brown aged leather. And you know, you can get copies of this. He had some people visit and they copied, but this is one of his, you know, bomber jacket. Oh, I have the bag. I've been carrying the bag. This is also a recycled bomber jacket, right? How cool is that? So, yep, Artists and Revolutionaries in Hudson, New York, and he has a website, so you can try that. And I'll put a link below. Let's see what else we have. Oh, cotton. Polished cotton, regular cotton, every day. You know, I wear this almost every day, I have to admit, because when it's really, really hot, this is perfect. So let's see what else we have here. Maybe something, let's do a killer one. Oh, yes, okay. I keep it in a little bag. It's a wine bag. It's like a wine gift bag. Okay. This came from a consignor in my shop. This is vintage, 1960s Christian Dior, brown leather. This is amazing. This is one of those finds. I'll be using this today for sure. And I'm gonna be, again, working this in with the vintage belts, and I'll go over that too. What else do we have? We have black corset, black leather corset. This is not difficult to find. This you can find in a good vintage store, or if you're really lucky, a thrift store, you know, if you go often enough. But look how fun. Look how fun. They're magical. Vintage belts are magical. They are, you know, they just scream personal style. You didn't get it at the mall. And it makes everything fit better. This is beautiful. I wear this with wrap dresses and also pattern. This looks good with pattern dresses because it has the large gold, you know, it could really go with anything. And this is from the 1970s. This is made in India originally, and it has a really good suede on one side, leather on the other side strap with a buckle, but I just tie it in the back. We have, oh, of course, one of these. Everyone knows what that is. We'll be working that in. And, oh, this is fantastic. This is 1970s. This is hand forged. I'm cracking myself up because they're hands. And I did not do that on purpose. There. Look at that. I actually have it upside down. I think the hands are supposed to go this way. Right? Thumbs up. The idea. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, working through. And then there's others. I'll be putting some in my shop, I'm sure. This belt is one of my favorite belts of all time. This is a handmade leather belt. It's signed with like a silver Sharpie, and look at it. If I could read the signature, I would look for it. I would look for this signature every day until I died. Here it is. I think it says Gonzalez. Yeah, Gonzalez. So, but something Gonzalez, I don't know what that is. So this is amazing and transformative. And I love how much you can do with this. See, this has all these different snaps. Means you can, when you see something like that, that means you can wear it on the hip. You can wear it on the waist. Okay, probably not the best with this, but you get the idea. This is, it looks like a Mexican death mask, but I think it's actually made in Africa. And these are old leather covered telephone cords that they used. And it's just really wonderful. The patina on it, the color of the metal. You know, if you see anything that you can't tell if it's silver or gold or bronze or copper, or it has, you know, a little bit of everything in there, that is a belt you can wear forever. This is actually valuable. This is, each one is signed and dated. Some of them have thumbprints. This one, does it have a thumbprint? No. This is Christopher Ross. It is dated. I think it says 84. This is the snake. I also have one for sale, or will have one for sale in the shop. Give it a couple weeks, maybe like 1 or 2 weeks. That's going to be, I think they call it the cheetah or the panther, but this is the snake. And you know, it's It's great. If anybody has the rabbit, I've been looking for the rabbit for a long time. If you've got an extra Christopher Ross 22 karat gold plated rabbit belt on your hands, let me know. There. See, it's wonderful. This is West Germany. That's how old it is. And this, it looks green, but it reads as also gray and brown. And again, it's one of those metallics that, you know, could be really any metallic. And you can wear it frontwards and backwards. This is great. I've worn this with an evening gown, actually. And then also in the front, just like that. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, oh, let me check the monitor. Oh yeah, I love this belt. I've always loved this belt. It's great. It's really good. Did I do Charles Jourdan? I used to work at Charles Jourdan when I was in my 20s. In the building next to Tiffany's that shall remain nameless. There, that's the front. And then this does like a corset thing, and I thought the color would be good for this season. There. This is very pretty. And then there's the old Charles Jourdan label. And finally we have some St. John chain belts. These are very of the moment, so I'll be working that in. And then this, I love this. Look at the color. It's dark blue. It's French, and it has a dog on it. How wonderful is that? And I love this because it has the slits. You can see part of whatever it is you're wearing through it. So it's again one of those, you know, highly useful because it doesn't break it up completely. If you see what I mean. See what I mean? So, okay, so now let's go through the clothing. All right, so we have, I know one of the trends is lavender, so I pulled some lavender. This hat, this is another Hudson person. This is Behida Dolic. I will link it below. She made this for me, and it's like a lavender, and it'll be good. I'm in California now, so it'll be good for a little while. It's still very hot. I love this. And then we have, you know, with the men's suiting thing and the quilted thing, I thought this would be good. This is like a foulard thing. This is Etro, and you know, timeless, in my closet forever. And then this, I thrifted a long, long time ago. This is reversible. This is 1970s quilted, and I think I paid $7 for it. And then here, hopefully, I'm so excited. Fall is coming. I get to wear this again. This is Chanel. I don't know if you can tell. It has like a really subtle sequin in it. And it's a great jacket or a light coat. This, animal print. Okay, I've had this forever. I bought this in Daffy's in New York 20 years ago, and I love it. And I'll have it another 20 years. This one I bought, I don't know, like a week ago or something. I thrifted this, and it's brown and studded and wonderful. This is, actually this looks like a, oh, I forgot I put these together. Okay, so that's a pro tip. If you know there's a belt that goes really well with a jacket, just hang it together. You know, like you put scarves with coats. So look at this. This is H&M. This is sold. I actually don't remember when I got this. Yeah, so and it's a real corset belt. Look at this. This is, oh God, this is such a good belt. It was made in Turkey. So I think it was when they were opening. It was part of their opening. I went there the day they opened in New York. So anyway, you get the idea. There's that. So put that back with the jacket. Let me take this hat off. Anyway, this is a, it looks like a men's jacket. Actually made for women. And it's vintage 80s, but the shoulder pads aren't that oversized, so it's because it's just really classic, and it's a great material, double-breasted, that is so great to work with. We have another thing I've had in my closet forever. This is Vivienne Westwood, and this, you know, you want to talk about the men's suiting trend, or the prep school trend, or, you know, whatever they're calling it, the you know, I think of it as Downton Abbey. And then frock coat, look at the color. That's beautiful. Look at the buttons. That's 1960s. This is a heavy satin, kind of flocked brocade. And it's gorgeous on. And then, okay, we're getting into bottom pieces. So we have a leather skirt. This, again, in my closet since in my 20s. I got this in South Korea. Hey Jin, if you're watching, still have it. Whoops. This, I can't wait to wear this. I want fall to come. This is a beautiful, very Victorian looking 1970s blouse. Some skirts. We have satin. I know it needs to be steamed. I don't steam. Well, actually I do steam. If I needed to just steam one or two pieces, I'm totally fine with that. But the idea of steaming this entire rack and then making a video, no. So this is vintage Nina Ricci. This is 1970s. This is probably 1990 Scully. And then this is, turn this around. This is pleated palazzo culottes, and these are vintage Escada. We have one of my favorite things. This is a silk ottoman, and this is a tiered skirt, and I pulled this again because of the Downton Abbey, you know, whatever they're calling it. Look at this. Look at the button. Can you see that? It's a beautiful silk ottoman. Next, we have the best skirt in the world. I'm excited to be wearing this again. This has a bustle. And I hope you can see that. This is from H&M. And again, I think I got it probably the same time I got the corset belt. And then this is a straight satin skirt. Probably, I'm going to say eBay. Those are hard to find. They're really hard to find when they fit. This is a men's Lanvin. I've thrifted this recently. Vintage, fits perfect. Look at it. It's going to be really nice belted. Then we have, I don't know what trend this is, but I'm just excited. This for fall, because it's so nice. Well, I'll belt it. That's all right. That's all. Look at the colors. Can you see that? So good. This is so good. I got this in a consignment store in New York. Before I opened my shop. I've had it a really long time. We have more lavender trend. Also this is an Indian dress made in India, silk, 1970s. Look at the metallic. Can you see that? It's really beautiful. Let me try here. Yeah, that's lovely. And lavender, J. Peterman, again, with one of the long skirts. And what else? Oh, this dress. Vintage 1970s, looks like nothing. This is the dress that basically everybody wants to find. I'm sure Free People based what they're selling now on the pattern. This was homemade. This was made by somebody. And look at the tiers. And the sleeve, and I couldn't believe it when I found it. And it opens all the way down. So you can wear it a lot of different ways. And we have this wild print. Oh look, tag's still on it. This was $6. I love this. This is like a silk. This is like a parachute silk, authentic 1960s. The back is solid. Well, it's a print, but I mean, it's not quilted, which is another trend. So it's wild print quilted. We have this men's suiting little puffy sleeve, 1970s suit. Van Taylor, oh, that's backwards. Van Taylor dress. I just put a little Forever 21 top with it that I also thrifted. Both of these are thrifted. And, you know, just great, timeless forever. Okay, now we're touching on satin. This doesn't really belt, but I just had to show it. I mean, I had to pull it. I'm inspired by it. This is a beautiful, really well done, probably couture cropped jacket. We have some 1970s quilting, beautifully made. Look at the ribbons. They're so pretty. And we have one more thing. This is reversible. This is vintage. This is amazing. This is a quilted coat that is Teddy on, it's reversible. And I just love, look at the textiles. There's like celestial theme textiles here. This is obviously, that's like the zodiac. Can you see that? Look at that. That's like a piece, that piece of fabric is the zodiac with like Virgo showing. And it totally reverses. And that'll be fun. And then we have two more satin pieces and some building pieces. We have this, which maybe we'll do something with. And we have this. And both satin. Good for this season. We have, of course, my favorite Zara thing ever, which is the white satin blouse. Look at that. Oh God, I love that. So we'll see how we do. I am definitely inspired. All right, keep watching. I don't even have a mirror, and I know that this is good. Okay. Okay, tell me that that is not worth the price of admission right there. Okay. Oh, I'm getting so excited about that belt. It's so much fun when you pull things out after summer when you can't wear anything all summer because it's too hot and you just want to be able to wear clothes again. So we have H&M corset or crazy artist stud. Okay. What do you think? I like it. I think I like it. Totally different vibe for this suiting, the suiting trend, right? But still interesting, good, stretchy. H&M, made in Turkey. Just rediscovered it. You know, that's the great thing about building a collection, is that you can rediscover. You know, when you have things that are worth keeping, I don't buy a lot, actually. I have a lot of things, but I've collected them over time because they're all worth keeping. This is beautiful. This is another great one. Look at it with the shoes. And, okay, you know, hard to imagine? Watch. Watch. Black. And this can also be worn open with something else underneath it, like a slip dress or whatever. And I just love the colors. So comment down below if you want to see me work this dress different ways. It can also be worn backwards. See, then it becomes this low back movement because the belt catches it. Victory. The dress. I want to do the dress for Man's Tailor because I said that in the last one. And since I'm new, I know that consistency is really important. So now is the chance you have. If you love this, let me know. Subscribe, and I will make more. And I'm enjoying it anyway. So I might make more even if nobody subscribes. It would be good if you did. This I mentioned in the video that I did, my little sort of test video on Instagram. I'm on Instagram, Hudson Vintage. I love this. Oh my God. You know what I love about it? I love, that I can zip it myself. But I love that it's not really, you know, this is, what trend is this? Is it a trend? I don't think so. I think it's just classic. And, you know, it's really cute. No. From New York to Canada. Oh, it's Joan and David. Okay, well, wow, this is cute, isn't it? Like this. I'll be wearing this around town. Okay, what's next? I'm getting crazy now. I know this is not right with the boots. We'll keep the boots out of the shop. Corset. That's pretty cool. That's that dominatrix-y, leathery trend. What's a trend? Let's just try this little topper. I'm so off track. You know, I wanted to come up with a theme. I wanted it to be like all the other YouTube people that are like 10 different ways to wear 10 things. But, you know, not doing that bad for my first time, right? Time? Look how cute this is. Don't you love this? I love this. You know, I could see this with a big bow. Big, you know, one of those big full pussy bows that they're selling at Zara. Alright, the thing I'm going to do is the Chanel jacket with a belt. The Chanel jacket with one of these belts. And if you want to see the other stuff that I didn't get to, I'll make a part 2. I wanted to do this. This is so great. Alright, let me know if you want me to do more. And I will do more. And oh, I have a hashtag shopkeepers stash. So try that on Instagram if you want to show me what you're doing. Okay, thanks. Bye.
And we're back. Oh, guys, I love this. Oh my God. You know what I love about it? I love, that I can zip it myself. But I love that it's not really, this is, what trend is this? Is it a trend? I don't think so. I think it's just classic. And, it's really cute. And maybe at one point I could wear it without anything underneath, but it's great with, and then look at these. These are vintage Charles Gardner? No. Oh, anyway, really, I know, paper. You gotta take care of your things. That's also, if you want to see something about that, the reason I have a lot of stuff is because I really take care of everything. And I shipped everything across country from New York to California. Oh, it's Joan and David. Remember Joan and David? I'm going to try. And I haven't done this before. I'm going to turn on my monitor so I can see it. Just to be on the safe side. Okay, well, wow, this is cute, isn't it? Oh, I'm liking that. Okay, so we'll see how this goes. I've never really been able to, I just haven't done the skinny boot, under knee boot thing. So, and I don't know why. Oh, here it is. I don't know why I haven't. Oh, paper. Gotta take care of things. Yeah. It's worth it. This is why we can have nice things. If we take care of them. So how does it look? I'm not crazy about it. Like this. I'll be wearing this around town. Okay, what's next? Oh, we're getting crazy now. I know this is not right with boots. We'll keep the boots out of the shop. Corset. That's pretty cool. That's that dominatrix-y, leathery trend. That's a trend. Let's just try this little topper. I'm so off track. I wanted to come up with a theme. I wanted it to be like all the other YouTube people that are like, 10 different ways to wear 10 things. But, I'm not doing that bad for my first time, right? Time? Look how cute this is. Don't you love this? I love this. I could see this with a big bow. One of those big full pussy bows that they're selling at Zara.